So now I'll show you how to play my guitar riffs from that crazy video that you most likely just came from. I'm uploading a series of videos where I've broken up the guitar riffs into sections with diagrams, tablature, and each section is a separate short video. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel to stay up to date with my uploads. And not just for these riffs, but also for my upcoming video series on intermediate and advanced guitar instruction in many different styles, including jazz, country, rock, blues, metal, world beat, etc. And yes, I can play all those styles, and I can do them very well. And just to let you know, I have two different YouTube channels. I have my singer-songwriter channel, which is Makaha 99, and also this channel, which is guitar instruction videos, and also my guitar-related performances. So let's get started. I have some diagrams, tablature that I'll put up on the screen, and so you can pause the video anytime you want. I did not use standard staff notation because, number one, some of you don't read sheet music, and number two, you can basically play this riff as fast or as slow as you want to. Also, I'm going to play this clean with no distortion, no compression, no reverb, no nothing, and just straight into this practice amp. In fact, I suggest that's how you practice scales and arpeggios. You should practice without effects, because when you practice, you really want to be as honest with yourself as you can. And when you practice, reverb and distortion tends to cover up mistakes. So that's why I suggest that you, when you practice scales and arpeggios, practice without effects. Now, it's different when you're, let's say you're practicing improvising over a chord progression. You tend to play better when you have a good tone in that situation. But in regards to practicing scales and arpeggios, I suggest practicing totally clean without any effects. That's the way I practice. Okay, this is the first riff in that other video, in the intro, part of it anyway. Okay, so if you look at the tablature now, so basically it's a triplet pattern, and it's a repeating pattern throughout the entire riff. It's a triplet pattern, and basically it's a tap, a pull off, and a hammer on. So we'll start on the 6th string, the E string, and we'll tap with the middle finger, and then pull off to the 6th fret with my middle finger, and then hammer on with my pinky on the 8th fret. So again, that's tap, pull off to the 6th fret, and hammer on to the 8th fret with your pinky. So that's the basic pattern. That's the basic pattern for the entire riff. So that's simple enough. Then you go up to you skip over to the 4th string, skip over to the D string, and you tap on the 10th fret, and you pull off to the 5th fret with your index finger, and then you hammer on to the 8th fret with your pinky. Like that. So it's the same pattern. So basically that's what we got. Okay, and then so the next part of it, you skip over to the 2nd string, then you tap on the 9th fret, tap on the 9th fret, pull off to the 6th fret, and hammer onto the 8th. So we got, so, and then you come back down, well, down pitchwise, back to the 6th string. So it's going up and down. You can repeat that pattern. Okay, so that's basically the first part of that. Okay, and then, so you can practice doing that, and then the next part of the lick is you're just going up, instead of tapping on the 9th fret, you're tapping on the 11th. So you're going on the 6th string, coming back to the 6th string, going back up to the 2nd string, and you're tapping on the 11th instead of the 9th fret. So that's basically it. It's basically the same pattern, except you're tapping on a different spot on the 2nd string. So. Okay, so practice that, and when you get it down smooth, smooth and even, you can go into the next section, which goes a little bit further on that. So go practice that, and we'll continue with the next lick. There'll be tablature for the next section of it. Okay, so we'll continue and put up the tablature for the next part. Okay, so if you look at the tablature, the first part is exactly the same as the other diagram, except you're adding, basically you're just adding 3 notes on the 1st string to the lick you already know from the last diagram. If you got that part down, this is just easier. You're just adding 3 notes on the 1st string. So so again, look at the first tablature and then compare it to the second one, and you'll see that all you're really adding is 3 notes on the high E string, the 1st string, which is tap on the 11th, pull off to the 6th, and tap on, hammer on with your pinky on the 8th fret. So that's all you're adding to the lick, to the riff there. So so going from what you knew before, from the previous tablature, which was this. Okay, so you got that part down, and at the top, just adding. Okay, so that's basically it. And we'll continue on with the next part.